Hello YouTube, it is Saturday, and this week we're talking about bottom surgery. So we've had a substantial amount of information already this week in other videos, and even if I were to get bottom surgery, it won't be until like very far down the road, so I haven't done extensive research. So I don't think I have more to say information-wise than what's already been said, so I'm not even going to try. I'm not going to repeat them. You can watch their videos. If you don't, then for shame. But I do have something related to bottom surgery that I feel like is important to be said, and I feel like it's important to have this in your mind before researching any kind of surgery, you know, top, bottom, any kind of reconstructive surgery that's going to make you look different, that other people have gotten that makes them look different. And when you're getting a surgery that's going to make you look different, it's quite obvious that you're going to want it to look good. You're going to want it to look how you want it to look. Surgeries are going to look different from person to person, and so it makes sense that you might not like the way some look, but what you really have to be careful about, what you really can't do because it's just wrong, is the way some people talk about the results. For example, I'm pretty sure everyone, or most people, are aware of the kind of bad rap that bottom surgery has, generally from people who have not gotten bottom surgery. You know, people say it's not advanced enough, they're not going to be satisfied with the current results that are out there, the current methods, you know. It's fine to express these reasons why you wouldn't want bottom surgery, that's all well and good. It becomes a problem when people say things like this. I don't want bottom surgery because I don't want my genitals to look like they were hacked up by an axe. I don't like the way this surgeon does it because he makes your penis look deformed and mutated. It would scare small children. Probably if a dude whipped his dick out, it would scare small children anyway. And what is wrong with talking about surgeries that way? Even if you have no clue who the person is, let's say you're looking at some pictures online of results, or there's no face attached to it, and you're just like, wow, that looks horrible. Don't express that kind of language, like, publicly. Because the person who got this surgery, whether they're satisfied with the result or not, it's really rude to talk about how terrible they look, especially when the only reason that the surgeries that you may someday want and get are only going to advance because of the people that got them before you, and whatever their result was, they can't change it now. And another thing, it's not like these people were forced against their will to put these pictures of results online for you to do your research on. You know, they're really putting themselves out there for your benefit, and to publicly body shame them is kind of mean. And really doing stuff like that is no different than, you know, walking up to someone and being like, ha, your face, wow, I'm so glad I don't have it, it looks like you got hit by a truck. And let's say they were already incredibly dysphoric about their face to begin with. Let's say they had, like, growths all over it that really affected their ability to live, and they just got this really expensive surgery to get rid of all of this stuff on their face. And they were like, wow, I feel so great about myself, I'm so happy, I can finally live a normal life. And then people everywhere on the internet are talking about how ugly their face is. They don't need that. But all of this leads me to my next point anyway, which is that bottom surgery is not as bad as everyone makes it out to be. Let me just say that I am one of the people that in the past I'd be like, why do I not want bottom surgery? Oh, because the results aren't good enough. They don't look real, they can look pretty damn real. Chase already said it in his video. All these pictures that people see online, the reason that bottom surgery has such a bad rap is because often these things are still healing. If my chest still looked the way it did, like day one post-op, it's kind of gross. My nipples were peeling off, I was like oozing places. So pictures that are taken shortly after a bottom surgery, it's not gonna look beautiful. Also, it's a penis, and they generally are not the most majestic of creatures. You gotta do more than just a couple Google searches, because the first things you find, that's not what bottom surgery is like. So the two things you need to know about bottom surgery: don't shame people's results, and don't automatically think that there's nothing that's out there for you. Lots of options, and they're actually quite good. So the question of whether or not I want bottom surgery. If you go to my personal channel, there's a video titled I Love My Body, I Love Myself, and it is basically talking exactly about this. You know, Reed said in his video about how me and him are the only post-op top surgery people on this channel. He was saying how that has a lot to do with how people, like, have bottom dysphoria. Like, it's different after top surgery, and I agree with that. The most common thing I've heard is that after top surgery, bottom dysphoria gets worse. You know, you're not focusing on this anymore, you're focusing on this. If you watch my video, I'm kind of saying the exact opposite. However, in that video, I make it out to seem like I have a lot less discomfort with this than I do. I'm a man, I am a transsexual man, and if I have bottom dysphoria, it seems like what would make sense to do is to get bottom surgery. The thing is, I'm not sure about why I'm uncomfortable with this. It's different than it was with this. Like, these shouldn't have been here. With the bottom area, I'm more uncomfortable with it just because I feel like I don't quite know how to use it. And I feel like maybe if I just got more accustomed to how it works, maybe I'd like it more. I know that sounds really strange, because it's mine and I've been living with it, and I should know how vaginas work, but I don't. And I feel like that is so opposite what from everyone else says. Like, trans men have this reputation for being really great in bed because they know how to use parts like that. And I'm talking about trans men who actually sleep with people with vaginas, clearly, and I don't feel that way at all. I feel like I have absolutely no clue, and maybe if I had a penis, I could just, you know, do that whole action that it goes in, and that's easy that would be an easy concept. But other than that, I don't know what I'm doing, and I have very little success with that kind of anatomy. So I feel like all of my discomfort with that is related to sex, but I don't think it's necessarily related to, like, my heart. I don't know if I'm really that disconnected from it. I just wish that I was good at telling people what I wanted, because I don't know. I feel like I'm making less and less sense as I go on. Last thing, you may have heard Chris in one of his videos talking about our logo / t-shirt design contest thing that ends on the 21st. Today is the 19th. So you have a couple days still. Basically, you just design a logo for our channel, design a t-shirt design, both, I don't know, whatever you want. Submit it to places where I'll put below, and it could be a t-shirt / our new logo. It's just a fun thing. So do that if you're artistic or if you just want to do it for the lols, and I will see you next Saturday.